AudioJungle.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and this is Season 2, Episode 3 of An Englishman Abroad, where we are currently managing Buriram United in the Thai League. So since you were last with us, we had our 10-0 victory in the last video. We unfortunately lost 1-0 in the next game, but we'd already won the group. That was mainly due to the fact that we'd sent about 10 players off to play for Thailand in the East Asian Cup, which impressively they won. We won 5-1 in the League Cup third round. We won 3-1 in the FA Cup third round. We beat Seoul 2-0 in the Champions League despite still having a depleted team. We won 4-1 against Police Tero in the FA Cup fourth round. And we won 2-0 in the Thai League against Samat Prakan City. So I said that we'd be back around the Champions League second round games. And as you can see, fate has drawn us against our Series 1 nemesis, Guangzhou. If you've seen the video from the first season, we played against them. We took the lead in the first leg and then somehow managed to lose that game before we went to China. Couldn't get a result there and got knocked out. That was the basis for us trying to build a squad from both domestic players and foreign players to hopefully come back and avenge that defeat. I didn't realise that we'd actually get a chance to do it straight away. So let's not hold back. I'm going to go straight into the game and going to try to get a result against these with their manager, which is Fabio Cannavaro, and they've also got a world-class midfield with their Brazilians. So let's have a look at our lineup. So this is how we're going to line up. Like I said, we'd sent quite a lot of players off to the East Asian Cup, so we have got a few fitness doubts. Mwanta and Panya have come back and they're a little bit tired. Hope they can get through the majority of the game because we're going to need our best players. Fatigue was the thing that maybe held us back last year, so I was hoping to build that domestic team, and then obviously we sent half of the squad off to the East Asian Cup. So let's get into the game and see what we can do. Okay, so let's get the game off and running, and fingers crossed we don't fall into the same trap that we did last season by throwing away an early lead in the game, where really we should have built upon that and ended up losing and then going to China to chase a game, which was really never going to happen. So if we do get the chances early in this game, hopefully we can build upon that, not have to go to China and try and outperform Guangzhou on their own patch. So with 14 minutes gone in the game, it's actually quiet. Just having our first highlight now. Got a throw in that comes in. Jody's going to play it out to Van Hoo. He's going to cross it in, and Matthias Alves puts the effort wide. So it's not a bad start. We're having quite a lot of the ball. We had 4 shots, 3 of those have been on target, so the only highlight that we've had was the off-target shot. XG of 0.17 suggests that we're not probably working the goalkeeper too well. But we are going to get a free kick in a dangerous area. Van Hoo steps up. He's curled it round the wall. He scores his first goal of the season with a free kick that I didn't even know that he could take. Free kicks like that. That is brilliant. Maybe the goalkeeper actually should have done a bit better with it. Looking at it second time, it's gone over the goalkeeper, but we're not going to complain. This is the exact same situation we were in Season 1, where we took the lead in the game and we now need to try and build on it. But Guangzhou are straight back on the attack. Fernandinho's come into the box. Ball bobbles about a bit and then eventually gets cleared. Don't really want us to be living on the edge too much. If we could go and build on our lead, it'd be fantastic. I know I keep saying about building, but really don't want to throw this one away. This will show how we've progressed. So moving forward, Mwanta passes it across, and Singaraj has hit that like an arrow. Another player with their first goal for the club, and that is a wonderful finish. I might have criticised the goalkeeper for the first one, but there was nothing he could have done about that. As soon as he'd hit that, that was in the back of the net. And this is the kind of game that we really, really now need to continue to play in this way. We're on the front foot. We've had 60% of the possession. 10 shots, 6 have been on target. Our XG is still at 0.44, which means that we're converting chances. We just cannot let them back into this game. I'd prefer it if we could get away without even conceding an away goal. I know that's a tall order, but if we can go away, nick a goal, and then make it very difficult for them, because they'd have to come and try and play on the front foot, and I think that's when we could catch them in behind. I mean, as was mentioned here, Mwanta is looking like he could do with coming off soon. I think we'll try and give him about an hour's play. But we've got to throw in. Panya plays it across, gets intercepted, and then they're knocking it about in the middle. Teliska comes off the wing. He's tried a shot from distance. Put it wide. We don't mind that. Wastes a few more seconds and we get a goal kick. So coming into half time, very impressed with that first half. Even though they've managed to grow into the game, it looks like we've made our dominance count early on. Got the 2 goals and put them on the back foot a bit. So I'm not going to make any changes at half time. I'm going to roll with the team the way it is. Mwanta really doesn't look like he's happy down there. He's quite tired. So we'll clock watch a bit for him. Give him just 10 more minutes. The last thing that we could do with right now is injuring potentially our best player. Somebody actually asked me in the comments on one of the previous videos about Mwanta and about his development since he's been in the team, coming at the age of 17, and he's been fantastic as a player. I think his true potential as a wonder kid. He broke into the Thai national team and then he seemed to just take off from there. He hasn't really looked back. He's just been fantastic. So really is a big player for us. As we've had a free kick again and Van House curled this one. Goalkeeper saved it, tipped it around the post, and then from the resulting corner we've got to have to defend here. Brilliant tackle there to put the ball out for a throw in and thwart the counter attack. So let's get both Panya and Mwanta off, who are both struggling. 2 of the guys who were instrumental in Thailand winning the East Asian Cup. So we're going to put Sarachat wide left. Confirm them subs. Half an hour of the game to go, and I'm impressed with what I'm seeing here. This is the kind of form that we were carrying into the game. So I'm pleased that we are trying to dominate a team that on paper should be better than us with their Brazilians. The only thing is we've got to try and stop situations like this where Fernandinho gets in. That's a brilliant save by Melo down low. They've got to throw in Paulinho. The ball swung in, and luckily the header is straight at Melo. And then we tried to turn it into a counter attack, which gets picked off, and then one ball over the top, and they're in. We're really riding our luck here in the second half. They are dangerous when it comes to counter attacking football. One big ball then, and we were in big trouble. Good thing is, looking at the player lists here, it looks like they're in as much trouble with fatigue as what we are. So hopefully our fresher legs might help us later in the game. But that was a wasted chance there from Sarachat to get in behind. Their goalie's just lumped it forward. Their defence has dealt with it quite well. Sarachat now comes across the pitch. He's had a shot from distance. Obviously fancied his chances, but put it wide. Wastes a few more seconds, and any time that can come off the clock right now is beneficial to us. Trying to get over the line with this 2-0 lead. I mean, we haven't played badly at all. We had 52% possession, 19 shots. Half of those have been on target, and our XG suggests it's still at 1.12. So 2 goals out of that is a good return. Time is now ticking away. It's down to the last 10 minutes of the game. And we have another free kick in a dangerous position. Sarachat has bent this one round the ball. It's hit the inside of the post. And this is the product of squad building. That is sublime. Round the ball, off the inside of the post. And we really are benefiting from having a settled squad that we can call upon players like Sarachat when he come off the bench. It's all you can ask for. That we've come back, laid to rest the demons from the first leg of last season, and we're going to be taking hopefully a 3-0 win to China. The last seconds of the game. And that is it. 2 set pieces were fantastic, and the goal from outside the box went in like an arrow, and all of a sudden we look like a team who can go far in this tournament. We're going to go to China now and not have to worry about defending against away goals because we've kept a clean sheet, and fingers crossed if we nick a goal then it looks impossible for Guangzhou. So we're going to jump forwards to the second leg and see if we can continue our journey in the Asian Champions League. Okay, so in the in-between of the 2 Guangzhou games, we had a league game against Chiang Rai United. Won that game 2-0, and fortunately I could rotate the entire squad. So fingers crossed, going into the Guangzhou game, we are going to have a completely healthy team. So this is how we're going to line up. Going to go back to our usual lineup. Man's going to go back out onto the right. Panya's going to go back out to the left. And Sarachat, who was important in the last game, is going to play as an attacking midfielder. Fingers crossed, this is going to be the lineup that will get us past Guangzhou and into the next round. So we're 90 minutes away from laying to rest the hoodoo of Guangzhou from Season 1. This is going to be the true test of how far we've come as a team, going to China and hopefully getting a result. If we could just get one away goal, then I'm pretty sure we would put this game beyond Guangzhou's reach. The problem we will have is if we concede early, then it's how we're going to respond. And Guangzhou are having an attack early, across the ball in. Mellor's punched it clear. Sarachat is now on the break, and if he picks the right pass, Matthias Alves is in, and he puts it wide. Probably should have done better from there. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and he's put the shot wide. That would have been very nice to have got that away goal in the bag early on. Wasn't to be with that attack. And now we are just trying to watch this clock tick away. I really wouldn't mind if I spend the entire game just waffling on about not a lot, and there's not much happening in the background, but we are having a lot of the ball. 60% as an away team suggests that Guangzhou aren't attacking us as much as I thought that they would be, and it's actually us that are on the front foot. And there's the away goal we craved. Sarachat gets the ball, he cuts inside, and he's hit it right footed under the goalkeeper. I've got a little bit of advice coming up here saying we can make a change as somebody has picked up a knock, so not going to take any risks. At 4-0 up in the tie, and with our away goal, we want all the healthy players on the pitch. So after 24 minutes, it looks like we're in complete control here. Maybe I was worrying about nothing, and the squad building that we did in the transfer window seems to be paying off, with our core of foreign players that were allowed, the 3 South Americans, all performing well. Although Mateus Alves in the league has been doing well, and in some of the games he looks like a star, but I think he's a linking player because we've got another Brazilian coming in the future, and with Burrow on the bench, even though he's not registered for this game, he's actually in the reserves, he's not on the bench, but even with a player like that in the reserves, I don't know how long I'm going to hold on to Alves for. It does seem like it might be a one-season affair for him at the club, and then we have another choice between our new striker coming in or the striker already at the club. And it seems like Omar Damba might not get as many opportunities as I'd hoped in season 1. So we picked the ball up out on the wing, play it in behind, and Alves had the chance there to make me look foolish, and instead of scoring, he's put the ball wide. Would have been a nice way to have instantly made me eat my words, but instead he probably confirms that even though he can get the ball in, he's quick enough in behind. A little bit of accuracy issues there. Really would have liked to have had another goal just so we can completely relax in the tie. But as it stands, kick off the second half with a 4-goal advantage, with 45 minutes of football left to play. Surely we are going to see off Guangzhou. Although they are on a bit of a comeback, it seems. They're having shots, not working the goalkeeper. We seem to be very comfortable, around 60% of possession. I really did think that Guangzhou would be flying at us from the off, and I think the longer that the game goes at 1-0, the more comfortable we'll be, because they will have to get desperate at some point. They're going to have to come and try and at least score a goal, because when we came here last year it was a very difficult tie, and I remember coming away thinking we've got a lot of rebuilding to do. So this is very pleasing. With half an hour to go, we're restricting them in the game, although they are having shots on target now in the second half. There's no highlights of such to worry us, and even if we do lose the game on the day, it's going to be very difficult for us to completely collapse. But just as I was saying, a long ball from a free kick undoes us, make it 4-1 in the tie. We have just got to try and tighten up. I'm going to get some fresh legs on, I think. Jaded looks like he could do with replacing, so we'll swap him and him, and then we'll make that change for them two around. But whilst we was doing that, Mateus Alves is on the break. Should have got a shot away really, but we get a corner, and it looks like the corner's not going to come to anything. We get our substitute in the in-between. So highlights. We have 15 minutes here to try and decide whether to get another goal or to just sit in and get out of China with a 1-1 draw. Either way, be very proud to have come here and played as well as we have, and played as well as we have across the 2 legs as well, considering, like I was saying earlier, it did look like a very, very big rebuilding job. I think I've cracked the way that the Thai market works. seeing as we had the money, we just went in and bought the Thai international players from the littler teams, and then have kind of not worried about the league, and that's kind of taken care of itself. Whereas we're now in the Asian Champions League, beating the team that beat us last season, so it's all progress. And with just a minute left in the game, that's the result that we wanted. Ref calls it off. We have come away with a 4-1 victory on aggregate, 1-1 draw on the night. That's 2 games unbeaten against Guangzhou across the 2 legs. And considering what happened earlier on in the save in Season 1, that's a big step forward. I'm very impressed with what I've just seen from my team tonight. Okay, so before we round the episode out and decide where we're going to come back, we have actually got the Asian Champions League draw for the next round, for the quarter-final. So let's have a look who we get. Al Sadd have been drawn out against PT2, Istiklal against Shabab Al Ali, Shanghai, I think that is. Is that Shanghai? SIPG. Let's have a look. Yep, Shanghai. I've got Jiangsu, which leaves us with Jeonbuk from Korea. So that's the quarter-final draw. Let's have a look at the schedule, see where those games fit in. Oh, they haven't added them to the calendar. Maybe we need to go back to the inbox to find that out. So Tuesday the 24th of August. So we've got quite a big gap until those quarter-final first legs. So what we will do is we have got Thai League games here, and we've got the FA Cup 5th round and the League Cup 4th round. So we might play those games. What I might do is jump forward quite a bit now, so we get back towards the Champions League games and come back here against Chainat Hornbill, which is a game that I'm quite interested in because they were the team that knocked us out of the FA Cup last season. So I'm going to feature those. I know we play them in the League Cup here, but I think we'll jump forward to around about July and then go from there. So if you've enjoyed today's video, please consider hitting the thumbs up button. If you like the daily format of having Football Manager content on the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button so you're always up to date with the saves. If you've got any comments or anything you want to see in the video, let me know down below. And until next time, stay safe and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching.